primarily for boys, but also for other groups as well. I'm a youth mentor. I'm a father. I'm expecting twins in about a month. And I also have a background in development. I built WordPress sites. I've done a lot of web marketing. I have 2 business degrees. I'm very familiar with kind of what we might label old paradigm business models, but very excited about this project. And I also bring quite a bit of knowledge in theoretical economics, behavioral economics, and experimental economics as well. So happy to share my gifts with you all. Thank you for having me.
Wow, that was brilliant. Thank you, Nikki. Scott, would you like to go next?
Hello, everybody. My name is Scott. Friends call me Scotty. I'm an ambassador with Guardian Alliance. I'm working with Adam Apollo, and my passion lies with connecting with individuals who resonate with the term starseed or wonder or have a decent amount of paranormal experiences, and I help bring support and befriend and connect people together. I'm very excited to be in this group, working with everybody. So thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Scott. I'm glad you could make it. Mark, would you like to go next?
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, brother.
Hi, I'm Mark. I'm from Holland. I've been searching for this kind of things a long time, so like from the beginning. So I'm glad to be on board and see what we can do for the new paradigm, because it's always been in my mind when I was in school. So yeah, that's it.
Short and sweet. Thank you, brother. I'd like to add that Mark here is something of a genius when it comes to abstract thinking, I think, and making charts and diagrams. And yeah,
thanks,
I'm excited
bro.
to see what you have in collaboration with us here, Mark.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Brandon Prince, would you like to go next?
Sure. So I've had this idea of bringing everyone together and creating a healing temple center where we can all come together and live more beneficial lives, more healing by healing the environment and the people's illnesses that are conducive to the sick environment will go away, because when we give the needs that aren't being met in these other ways that things are happening, it's amazing what we can accomplish. And so I've had this dream of how we're going to do this, and then as I saw what was already being done, I was like, hey, this is exactly in alignment with what I've been seeing. And I've talked to so many people that have had the same vision, and it's just amazing, because I feel like we all have this underlying knowing and connection that we're going to be a part of something more. And so I'm super excited to be a part of this. I have so many ideas to bring to the table that I'm excited to share. Personally, I work in healing. I do energy work and massage therapy. I am an empath. I can feel energies. I have a lot of other talents and things as well. But that kind of is generalized to kind of get you an idea of what I'm about. I do like to invent things, and I have a lot that I'm excited to share. We have the right time.
Brilliant. Thank you, brother. It's good to see your face. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves in this space? Perfect. We'll move on to the next thing, Ren.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, what's up, Rich? Go for it. 90
How's
seconds.
How's it going, everybody? One of my main reasons here is to assist in aligning frequencies. I'm also here grounding in all the energy and the information that's being brought through. And I'm here to hold space and allow for certain energies to be within the group. And just to share a little bit more about myself, I am a catalyst. I do tend to trigger my energy as well. And I'm here to be of thank you.
Thank you, Rich. It's always good to have more seers on board.
Hello, guys. I am on the bus, so just very, very quickly. I worked with ASC since January. I'm a web developer based in London, and currently what I do is to convert chapel, historical chapel from 1838 into visionary environment to heal the planet. And yes, we are thinking about launching own currency or joining forces with ASC. And I am a technical guy, so I want to participate in this discussion.
Woohoo! Glad you made it, Michael. Thanks for showing up. Paul, I see you unmuted there. Would you like to speak?
Yeah, well, I would just like to say thank you to you, because I feel like the most important part of like getting all of this vision that we all share off the ground, I feel like, is just simply communicating and learning how to make decisions together, and everything else from there will just self-organize. So thank you so much for bringing us all together, Dakota.
Thank you for that recognition. And thank us all for choosing to come together. It's a kind of a really big thing we're doing here. Yes, I see Josh in here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, it's Josh Pasmore. I'm here at a Barnes & Nobles and listening in and just trying to gather some information from this call. And yeah, this is my introduction to what's going on. So
cool. Thanks for being here, Josh.
You're welcome.
Amara, would you like to intro?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Amara, and I'm really blessed to be here. I'm just holding space right now and intending for all of our highest good as individuals and as a collective. And yeah, thanks for the space.
Jai Yong, glad you're here. Would anyone else like to introduce themselves? Cool. I think everyone else in here has already introduced themselves, so now we will hop to the next step, which is, I've got a little outline here of what I wanted to go over here today. And the very next thing is our chat room form, which I guess I don't have pulled up in this moment. If someone could find the chat, actually I can pull it up. It's kind of the use of our time. But I want to make sure everyone who's in our chat room, please read these guidelines and fill them out. I noticed that they haven't been being followed recently. And if we're going to have like a lot more people in our chat room, which is what I would like because it's the most major engagement point available. Like, you know, we can use Slack and all these other systems, but the reality is that 90% of people won't keep showing up for them. So Facebook is where it's at. But if we're all emojiing all the time and just like thumbs upping each other, it just becomes spam, especially when you reach over 100 people. So here's the thread. I would like everyone to sign this and fill this out. I'm just going to go over this to be really clear. All subject matter must be focused on the development and implementation of our currency system. Some theoretical questions are all right, but it's not just like a big philosophical discussion thread. All responses must add information that did not previously exist. I think that's self-explanatory. No emoji responses or one-line response statements. Think critically before responding and sharing. And finally, make sure anyone you invite has also filled out this form and knows what the rules are. Cool. Does that make sense to everyone? I'm going to drop this in the chat room. I'd appreciate it by the time that the this chat is done that everyone here fill that out, please. Thank you. So next point of business, I wanted to showcase our advertising and basic income technology. Are we all ready for that?
Cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So first up, let's do the sorry. Okay. So this is like a conglomerate suite of software. It has like well over 1,000 different programs within it, and is very, very fancy. And many dollars has gone into this development. So imagine this. This is like your personal artificial social media assistant. 1 second. Here we go. I'm just muting people who aren't talking. So this system works on the top 7 forms of social media, but we found that Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn have the highest engagement rates that make it most worth our while. So this is the Facebook module. This is a finder. So basically we can go in here and we can extract different groups based on the keywords they're using and how many group members they have. So we go in and we find all of the groups and then we join them automatically over several weeks so we don't trigger, Facebook's awareness. Likewise, some of the other things is we can add friends to groups and add friends to pages automatically. We can add your entire network to any group or any page that we like. We can also extract member lists from any profile or any group or any page, and then we can send direct personal messages to those lists. So it's automated messaging. We have the ability to comment on different posts automatically over a period of time or at scheduled intervals. And that allows us to put posts to the top of the group and also just raise it in algorithms in general and make all of our posts more popular. We can automatically like and comment on a certain number of posts in any group. And we do that to make our pages much more popular. So those are the primary engagement points on Facebook. And Facebook is kind of designed for you to reach out to the people you already know. It's not so good for reaching new people. That's what Twitter and Instagram are good for. So Twitter and Instagram work pretty similar. We basically follow up to 1,000 people a day from different keywords or friends of targeted accounts, friends of existing friends, or friends from lists. We also engage with content, so we like things based on the keywords used and also based on who we're following. We follow people back when they follow us, and then also when they follow us, we send them a message like representing like who and what we are, and then we also mention them in a tweet. For Instagram, it is almost exactly the same, except we also have access to geo-targeting, as well as the ability to comment on posts. And that's actually our primary engagement point. We do these snazzy little like comment advertisements all over Instagram. So we've successfully used this technology, and on 5 different accounts, we have over 100,000 followers we've acquired over 2 years. We have sent out well over 3 million messages through this software, and we have our scale is at less than 30 accounts. So we can basically scale this up and create these digital representations of ourselves that give us free advertising. That's the name of that game. Instead of paying Facebook or paying Twitter, Instagram, or Google to get these ads out, we just run this software and then it does that for us. So there is that. Actually, let me pause there. Any questions on that particular software system suite?
I think it's really, really cool that you've already developed that. Excuse me.
Thank you.
It seems like there's a lot of time and effort that went into it, and it seems beyond legit. Like the idea of it is really cool. It simplifies the whole marketing aspect of it, and all it needs is just a basic, simple input, and it sends it worldwide, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, good summary. Thank you, Mohammed. And yeah, I've put in a little over 7 years of active development on that, and have personally funneled over $200,000 into various development teams and projects to make this software. And a lot of people have worked with us for free or for cheap because we are a humanitarian organization. By my math, the whole suite is worth a little over $4 million. And the whole suite being not just a social media suite, but this other system I'm going to show right now, unless there are any other questions on the virtual representatives. Cool. So this is our abundance generating suite. It's the same kind of concept where we basically have these programs that control macro overlays that then control web browsers that act like a human in a way that's completely indistinguishable. So over here, this is our abundance generating suite. So this suite literally makes money, and it puts the money into your PayPal account every week. It's like fucking magic. So we have a industrial suite that we call our T3 model, and we're currently developing a T4 model. The T4 model will make over 100 times what this does. So this is like our old model that I'm willing to share with people. So basically, here's swag bucks. You know, I got $3.11 in there. It just started a couple hours ago, so it's like doing something on their TV, and it's using their search code to accrue points for me. Over here we have NeoBot, which uses NeoBucks, and it's a similar kind of idea as swag bucks. A little bit slow here. It's hopping around through a lot of different things. This one's for Earn Honey, which is just another similar one. Actually, I guess these little details don't matter too much. But, and then we also, I'm offering a Bing one. So Bing pays out Amazon gift cards for you to run on their account. Over here, I'd like to show you guys, let's see. I pulled it up just for us. Here, I'll go over here. So this is one of my Earn Honey accounts. This year I've made $175. Because I have a bunch of accounts, I usually request mine in Amazon gift cards. I then sell the Amazon gift cards for Bitcoin and then transfer the Bitcoin into anything that I want. So this software, I'm guaranteeing it at $500 a year per computer, up to 4 computers per residence. So $2,000 a year, guaranteed for 7 years, and I'm selling this software for 1,000 keys. Likewise, I am selling access to the virtual representative servers for 1/4 of what you'd normally pay. So if you use our software system and you generate, say, 100,000 impressions and 10,000 interactions, we do the math on your particular campaign and we look at see how much we would have paid Facebook for that. And then I request 25% of what we would have paid Facebook in keys as payment. So these are 2 really major leverage points we have to offer everyone who wants to play in our economy. Are there any questions?
I have a question. Dakota, what do you identify as being threats to the longevity of this? And so where I'm going is, first of all, awesome work. This is beautiful. But recognizing that there is an incentive for those who have designed these systems to incentivize folks to browse websites to eventually identify bot systems and prevent that from being possible. So maybe briefly speaking to how we can respond and how we can actually, build in systems to create sustainability, to create longevity and resiliency for this.
Yeah. So this is a whole multi-billion-dollar industry. It's called Black Hat. It's the Black Hat industry. It originally started with SEO, but it's just all these ways people make money off automated software. And basically, in a sense, it's a battle. And they are literally constantly, every week, creating patches and codes to stop, block, and try to catch what we're doing. And I pay a pretty nice chunk of money to teams of developers who stay by the hour. They watch every update that comes out and create counter updates. And our system is so smart, they can handle Google reCAPTCHAs. And basically, anything that they can design as a test for a human, we can design a software intelligence application that mimics it. And it just takes constant development. The other element is that there's going to be a maximum capacity on how many people can run different kinds of scripts. The script that I'm releasing here, I believe will scale up to at least 10,000. But would kind of want to pause before allowing more than 10,000 people to use this particular form of basic income program. So eventually, as this kind of software gets more and more propagated, all of these industries will actually shut down. Every kind of pay-per interaction website will no longer exist. I believe we have somewhere between 5 and 9 years for that. And so it's my intention to use this United States dollar basic income to fuel the value of our currency and then have it built into our currency to have like a somewhere between a 3 and a 7% interest rate that goes into a pool that's automatically redistributed to all of our light workers to replace this form of basic income. That's the plan.
Beautiful. That was exactly what I was looking for. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions on these two software system suites?
Yeah. So the intention is for them to be sold or for them to be used?
Both. Right now I'm selling them for the abundance generators. I'm selling for 1,000 keys for one subscription on one computer. And I'm guaranteeing that it'll work for 7 years, or I'll give you your money back in a prorated way. You with me?
And the intention of that software is to generate income by itself.
Yep, it just sends money into your PayPal.
Okay, and now it's just being sold for the number of keys, and that's about it.
Right, I'm not selling them for dollars. I'm exclusively releasing this as an incentive to purchase our currency. The same thing with the representatives. I won't take dollars for the service. You have to have keys. And that's the name of the game with building a valuable currency, is how many things can we collectively offer exclusively for keys? Then this is what I have to offer that I've been working on for like 10 years to offer this to us now.
Dude, it's off the hook. The fact that it can do that, and just honestly, that other software, the marketing software, that is probably worth a lot more than 1,000 keys, which is really cool. A lot more than, well, like you said, even as a rented software, you can even rent that out to certain businesses as long as it's, they'll probably have to be some whatever fixes or prettying it up, but that being rented out, you can probably make a crap load of money. And in keys, that would be really sweet.
Yeah, talking a bit about it, I actually feel like all of this was something of like an alien download channel for me. And part of my instructions were that I am absolutely not to sell this software to anyone who's out of alignment. It is only for organizations, groups, and people who are truly aligned with Unity. So I'm willing to sell it to the right groups, but I'm more interested in selling it for less.
That makes it 10 times cooler.
Yeah, right? Thanks.
Yesterday, I purchased my first key on the Waves platform, and we would like to use it, but we have our own internal policy that we pay 50% in a currency and 50% in our own shares. So let's keep this conversation offline, because we need exactly this type of software to pump the message about our chapel.
Yeah. Cool. I think this software could be useful for every new paradigm revolutionary. Like, oh, you want to get the word of your organization out to how many people? Great. Yeah.
20K.
20K, 20 mil. I actually designed this software thinking.
By the way,
what's up?
You've hired developers to build your software. I've hired a guy on the freelancer.com to write a script that automatically messages every single person on the Slack channel. And these days there are so many public Slack channels that anyone can join. You just put your username ID,
smart.
and it automatically sends messages to everyone.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Michael, we have a technology company. It's called STADA, Sovereign Technology Acquisition and Development. And what you can do is you can become an owner in STADA, and we'll give you access to the rest of our software if you'll share that software with us. It's like the collective for that.
Yes. And we are working now on the Telegram version, because Telegram is another popular messaging app. So we can just pump the message at the massive scale.
Cool. The project we're working on right now is how to extract actual email addresses out of Facebook. And yeah, it's kind of buggy right now, but it'll be functional later. So not to dwell here too long, I'd like to move to the next point here. And that is, let's see, discussing and voting on distribution policy. So I just wanted to show what I thought our distribution policy should be. So basically for the soft launch, I am proposing that we launch 11 million tokens. and 6 million of them going straight to humanitarian organizations that are doing the good work on this planet Earth, to redistribute, to get whatever they need / to pay their volunteers so we can start employing each other instead of working for free. I then propose that the other 5 million basically go to early adopters. I'm proposing these payout rates. First, let's take a look here. So this is what it looks like on a pie chart of like how much money is going where. And then over here, so I'm saying that I want to pay all of the vote holders, so basically all of us, 10 keys a week just for showing up to these meetings and like talking and voting and being present with us. I'm proposing that we award 7% of currency from referrals for the first 6 months. So promoters and recruiters can like be encouraged to like really get out there and promote this stuff. For social media, just having a way, like a range of ways for people to engage with us, giving them like a nice chunk for their first posting. That's also how we give away like a free keys, just for people can kind of get a taste of keys without, and like spend some of them, you know, and get into the economy. We have a automated post distribution system. And so if people want to just have posts automatically sent to their profile, we'll award 0.1 to 5 keys depending on how many followers they have, / also how much engagement their posts get. I'm proposing that we award 100 to 300 keys for winners of our lottery system. And the way that works is we make one post and we give people raffle tickets for liking, sharing, commenting, interacting with the post. And then we give out however many prizes. Aeon suggested this to create 10 to 50 keys for really engaging threads that are like very well written and bring a lot of people into like the deep comprehensive process of what this really is. So I'm thinking we should pay $40 to $70 for our technicians, depending on if they're like graphic designers or programmers. For consultants, so we're offering an incentive here for people to come in and accept keys for whatever it is that they have. And I'm saying for consultants, we should do 100 to 1,000 keys just initially for them playing, and then they also get paid every time someone orders a session from them. Same deal, 1,000 to 10,000 for the landowners. They get paid initially, but then they also get paid every single time someone visits a property. For businesses, we'll just do a direct exchange. They literally will ship us their product or their service, and then we'll give them up to 50,000 keys as whatever their stuff is worth. For services, they can give us vouchers that we can then sell, and then once we've run out of our initial credit with them, from then on we'll start. Anytime we receive something from them, we'll give them additional keys. I want to give out 10 to 50,000 keys to organizations that we want to sponsor. And this is kind of a complex idea, but the idea here is that we can reserve a fraction of our currency, and so can other groups like Earth Dollar, and set a standardized exchange rate, which will actually interlink our value in the crypto exchange market. So like an example of that is say, we have 100 million keys and we have 100 million Earth dollars, and we each decide as a collective that they're pretty much worth the same, and then we reserve a fraction of it and offer a 1-to-1 exchange rate, and then it's like basically they're the same thing at that point. So I also so the ASC did all of the groundwork, the Awakening Sovereignty Collective, for this to be real, and I would like to honor ourselves and them for that. And I'm proposing that we give out 3 million of our tokens to the ASC to redistribute for humanitarian projects. And I would like to make an initial payment of up to $1,200 per person, pretty much immediately if we decide on this policy. So keys are currently worth $1 per key, and this will go up to $4 per key if our soft launch is well received. So basically we're reserving up to 1 million of our currency for sale for USD, and as we sell more of it, we'll just keep increasing the price. My intention is to then take at least 70% of that revenue and use it to place buy orders on keys. So anytime someone wants to sell a key, we have a fund that's designed to buy it back from them at slightly lower than what we're selling them for, which I hope will give our currency a exceptionally high fiat currency exchange value. And so if that works, if we actually sell 1 million keys, if it's worth $4 per key when we launch to 100 million, we'll have created $400 million worth of value to distribute to ourselves and one another. So I'd like us all to just think on that for a little bit. And I created a forum for us to vote on this particular measure and also to suggest revisions. So after this meeting, I'd like to have a little break. I'd like to have everyone take a look at that a little more closely and then vote on whether we want to use that as our initial guideline. Keep in mind that we can change it anytime. It's just that this is our initial guideline. That's all. It's not set in stone, but it is how we're going to base the rest of our campaign off of. Any questions on that?
I would like to quickly comment that it would be nice to offer some initial keys to outside world, so we actually have the actual cash dollars, so we can buy materials, go to conferences, repair buildings, pay for travel. I think that right now, this, what you've mentioned, this is all distributed among us, among our supporters and friendly organizations. And I think that even in this early stage, we need to accommodate some keys to be sold for cash.
Yes, absolutely. What I'm going for right now is up to 1 million of it being reservable, and they're purchasable right now through our website. You just go to buy keys and you can buy them through PayPal. So yeah, I'm all about that. And then let's use that money to provide for our members and create an exchange rate. So it's like, if you have a bunch of keys and you need some cash for some petrol or whatever you need, we'll hook you up. Yeah, that's exactly what I'd like to do, Michael.
How about a family and friends initial buy-in discount or something like that?
For families?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know not a lot of our families are in full on alignment, but just for the initial propagation of it to get the ball more rolling. We can definitely talk about it later, but I was just maybe a family and friends initial kind of thing, at least for the first buy-in, just to get this involved. But
I think that's a great idea, actually. Like a 30% off for vote sharers and or like family of vote holders if you buy $100 or more, something like that. I'm all about it. So the Google document I'm going to share in our chat room has a section to add your revision to it. So anyone who would like to modify or add something like you just suggested, Mohammed, please do so through that forum. Would anyone else like to question or comment on that? Cool. Well, all right then. So there's one other thing I'd like to get into and share with everyone, and that is our upgraded integration process. So I'll be brief because we don't have too much time left, but we have an intake forum, and I've made this response. So now when you sign up through our Google forum, you should automatically get this email. And this email then connects you to our chat systems. It lets you come into Facebook. It has a playlist of all of our Zoom meetings and important information. It shows you where you can get your first keys for free. It has a forum if you want to sign up as a promoter. It has a forum for businesses. It has a forum for communities and landowners. And it has a forum for sponsored organizations. I'm working right now with Brittany, and I hope you too, Mohammed, and anyone else who would like. And we're going to be writing articles so that all of us can like copy and paste something. So it's like if we know a business, it's cool. We just like copy and paste them, the introduction for businesses, and we invite them to come play. Same thing for landowners or people who would want to be sponsors or coordinators. We'll have a specific little article that you can use as a baseline to modify to communicate with people. After we write the articles, we'll be doing videos and we'll be doing a form of sales training. And we'll actually be holding like webinars and video chats so we can all teach each other how to really effectively communicate what it is that we're really doing here. And we're going to have the first level of that marketing package out here in the next 48 hours. And in the meantime, you can direct anyone who's interested to asc.ai/keys. That takes them to our white paper. At the bottom of the white paper is a link to sign on to our initial forum. After they sign into that initial forum, they get that email and are then enabled to tap into every other element of what we're doing. That's like the upgraded intake process in a nutshell.
do we have a link that has all of these Excel and all these spreadsheets in one location? So we can just access like a Google Docs page, and it has all the spreadsheets available for us to view and then edit, but not save or the first one kind of thing.
Got it. I don't have that, but I will make that in the next 30 minutes and put that into our chat room. What's up, Nikki?
Also, yeah, maybe if it's possible to just share a folder with all those resources in one place too. I don't know what's easier. I'm open to either, but whatever serves.
Cool. Well, all right. We only have a minute left here, but I would like to open it up for some more conversation. So I'm going to close this Zoom meeting down and start a new one. Anyone who would like to talk a little bit about all that information we just went over, feel free. And if not, thank you all so much for showing up. Much love, my family. We are doing it. Until
Thanks,
next
guys.
time. Ciao.
Hi.
Mahalo, brothers and sisters. Cheers.
Thank you all. And let's see this rocket when it's